It's a long trip also for them, for us, but more for them. But we will do everything in our hand to bring something.
With these two new signs like Kaba and Conor Wickham, is more opportunity for me. But with this lost for a couple of games with Callum Robinson will be a problem for us. So we need to adapt and to find the solution in our problem.
It's just matter it's for that. I think it's the coach decide who's play, who's not play. But for me, I don't have problem with play with any like Robo, Keon, Conor, and it's just the only things matter is when the team win. And now we are finding this better because if the attackers play have better connection, is good for everybody, for the team. So yeah, we try to figure out the good connection between everybody and win games.
Every championship game is a new story. So we will play another story, another game, another opponent, another quality. So interesting game to play. Very interesting game to play because now after 2 wins, I want to feel my players, my team. I want to know the character of my players in a tough pitch like in Norwich.
Top 5 in association with the Big Yellow Self-Storage Company.
Second half, Dowda maybe to the run at Owens.
A very similar start to the second half as it was the first half, wasn't it? Possession based, keeping control of it.
Patience from the Bluebirds.
I like what I see now. I'm seeing an identity, whereas the last couple of years I haven't really seen that. It's like everyone's just playing off the cuff. Now you see a real team shape. You know what kind of style they're looking to play.
Quick feet from O'Dowda evades the presence of Aaron.
Yes!
Well, I'm not sure he meant it.
He meant that, man. That was a great strike. Cardiff
up and running. He looked a little sheepish as he turned away. Also, Callum Patterson's the man charged with keeping at the near post for this. It is Morrison's in there as well. Morrison wins the flick on. Nobody can get to the second ball. Norwich just flick it up in the end. Zahor stayed onside. Header saved by Gunn, pushed away to the far side. Zahor still in possession and scores! From out of nothing, Cardiff City lead. Kenneth Zahor off the bench onto the score sheet, and with 4 minutes left on the clock, Cardiff take the lead.
How important could that be, Ash?
To Mendes Lang, but it breaks clear off a defender. To Manga, who plays it back to Tomlin. Infield to Rawls, who plays it away towards the near side. Bennett getting it forward to Hoylett. Infield to Tomlin. Hoylett has it. Chance here for the shot coming in. Oh, what a goal from Hoylett! 2-1.
Simple, precise build-up from Cardiff City. Spreading some passes together, working the overlap on this near side. Hoylett and Tomlin between them. Looking for Patterson in the air. Hanley will win it. Bryson though wins the second ball. Zahor comes back off his mark at the feet. Hoylett from distance! What a goal! It drops at the feet of Hoylett. From a flick on from Zahor, he steps into it and lashes it home with the outside of his right foot. Unstoppable from Hoylett. Cardiff are home and host.
What a result this is going to be, Ash. And it's the big boys who have delivered. Junior Hoylett, who's been fantastic all season. He went close 5 minutes ago and he's delivered with an absolute thunderbolt. Brilliant goal. That's going to be up there with one of his best of the season.
Good evening. Welcome to Cardiff City TV.
Harris! What a finish! What a goal!
looking for their third win in 3, of course, following those terrific results last week against Birmingham City and Reading. My name's Mark Den and Connor Pearce alongside me on commentary today. 650 Cardiff City fans just across the way from us here in the main stand at Carrow Road. And in terms of teams, well, 3 changes for Sabri Lamouchi ahead of this one. One of them forced, of course. No Callum Robinson today. He won't be back maybe until the South Wales derby, certainly after the international break. So he's out to the side. It sees a slight change in shape, we think. Captain Joe Rawls comes back into the 11, as does Marlon Romeo at right back. Connor Wickham with his first start up front. So City lineup, we believe in this shape as follows: Ryan Allsop in goal, Romeo at right wing back, O'Dowda left wing back, and a middle 3 pairing, as has been the case for the last couple of games, of Perry and G, Mark McGuinness and Cedric Keeprey. In the middle, Romain Sawyers scored against Norwich on opening day and indeed last weekend, of course, against Reading. He's joined in the middle of the park by Wintle and Rawls. And then it looks to us if Philogene will play off Connor Wickham, possibly in a 2. We'll just see how that shape goes when we kick off here in a few minutes' time. On the bench for City, Jack Arnick, Keon Etet, Shea Ojo, Gavin White returning to the 18, Jack Simpson, Andy Rinamotta and Sori Kaba, who drops to the bench after starting the last 2. Well, Norwich, as always, when they're relegated from the Premier League, are expected to go straight back up. It hasn't been plain sailing, though, for the side this season. David Wagner in charge now at Carrow Road after Dean Smith was dismissed from his duties earlier this season. Norwich will line up today, we think, in a 4-5-1 shape, or a 4-3-3. In goal, Angus Gunn, right back Max Aarons, left back Jakob Sorensen, centre half partnership of the big and burly Grant Hurley and Ben Gibson. Marcelino Nunes, who scored that wonder goal last weekend, will play in a deep midfield role alongside Kenny McLean, Gabriel Sara just ahead of them. And then Adam Aidar will lead the line with Marquinhos and Onel Hernandez flanking him. On the bench for Norwich as the sides walk out in front of us, Tim Krul, the veteran Dutch keeper, Andrew Omabamidele, got that in one go. Surprised myself halfway through saying it, if I'm honest. Dimitris Giannoulis, Liam Gibbs, Abu Kamara, Christos Solis, and a return from injury to the bench for the danger man Timu Pukki. No Josh Sargent this afternoon, Norwich top scorer. No Kieran Dowell, the former Everton midfielder. So Norwich City are hampered somewhat by injury, but plenty of talent still in this side. Something to point out to you this afternoon as well, which you may pick up, or it may just dawn on you halfway through the audio. The PA system here is, for want of a better term, knackered. So we haven't had any pre-match music. There won't be any announcements, as we understand it, in terms of goals or substitutions. And indeed, somewhat mercifully for anybody who thinks like me on this, we won't have any goal music. So that is a blessing, at least. The two sides out on the pitch today. Cardiff City in away colours, grey and black. Norwich in their traditional yellow and green. Aesthetically, it's not quite as pleasing, I don't think, as not having the all blue with the yellow and green out there. But that is the choice. And it's a pretty full Carrow Road. And the two sides are shaping up, ready to go here ahead of this 3 p.m. kickoff. I suppose one thing, Connor, is that if there's no goal music or background music or PA announcements, then Norwich City supporters are going to have to make their own music, as it were.
Absolutely true, Mark. Very strange scenario at the start of this game, but shouldn't affect proceedings too much. Have to keep an eye out for those subs, double check who's going on and off. But there's two sides here in good form. The Bluebirds 2 huge wins last week.
Yeah, it'll be similar to a pre-season game in that sense. Yeah, we will have to keep our eyes peeled for those substitutions without this the assistance of the PA.